Okay, this video's purpose is to kind of show you a common problem that I would have in an English class, and for my students that would be reading comprehension, especially complex texts. Anything that they see is hard, they automatically give up. So the app I chose is called Liquid Text, and as long as you have a PDF copy of whatever you're reading, you can upload it into this document app, and then you can highlight, move it around, add your own comments, and make your own notes. The tool's not too hard to use. You just go in there and you can, of course, make it larger if you're very good with the iPad. And let's say that I want to talk about a certain character. I want to skip to where we talk about the knight, okay? And let's say I'm asking students to summarize what they know about the knight. We would highlight. Sorry. It takes a while to get used to touching. You have to touch and hold, then you can do the highlighting. So let's say I want to highlight that he's a worthy man. I can move that over and there's my notes. So I already say that he's a worthy man. And the students can go through and highlight in different colors. So let's say I'm asking for them to highlight for foreshadowing and I want it blue. They'll highlight it in blue. So they're just interacting with the text in a way that they didn't have possible as if we just read the novel in class. They won't be able to mark in the books in class because there's the only set I have. But with this, they could interact with the text and actually break it down, chunk it, and use those strategies that we teach them to use, but never allow them to practice because it's physically not possible. It doesn't completely solve the problem of reading comprehension because you still have to lead students through it and tell them what to help highlight, but eventually they should get into the practice enough that maybe they can think about it on their own and say, okay, what did Miss Butcher have us do? When we had this hard text, she said first highlight what you don't know and then go from there. So hopefully repetition of patterns will help them use this technology to help them read a little bit better. They do have an app called Notability, which allows you to do very similar things. The part about Liquid Text that I really like is that I can add this note column, and I can add in my comments. I can add in parts of the text where I can break it up, and let's say I just want to know anything about the knight. I can go to my notes and I got everything I need to know about the knight without having to reread it and redecipher it all because I've already done the work once, which I really like about the app. And the main problem I can foresee is that students might not use this as effectively on their own. A lot of my students aren't self-motivated to go out and do extra work, but for those of us that like being able to mark in our textbooks, this is a really neat app to get that done. So hopefully you can use it in your classroom. A math book, if you could download math worksheets, it'd be really easy to decipher word problems, especially when students need to gather information to solve a problem. Science, same way. So I'm hoping it will be a useful tool. I'm going to try it with my seniors when we actually start reading on Monday, and I'll see how it goes. Thanks.